Okay, the installation is completed. Close it. Let's open the failover cluster on the node 2. Let's go to the node 1. Refresh the cluster services. As you will see the dependencies here, you will see the dependencies of the SQL Server instance. It depends on cluster disk 1, disk 2 and the network name. And here in the properties you can set the policies. Since we installed the SQL Server on node 2, here you will see the node that we just added. Okay, let us go to the node 1, node 2. Refresh the cluster. Right now you can see that the current host server is node 1. Okay, the DTC, this is being run on node 2. This is node 2 is owner of this resource group. SQL Server is running on node 1. Okay, we can fail over. So we can go to Management Studio and see the mission name. Close this installation window. Open the Management Studio. Connect to the cluster. We are able to connect because while installing we added this login. Okay, otherwise we would not have connected. Now okay, if you execute that, it will tell you what is that we have. It is Enterprise Evaluation Edition RTM, released to manufacturing, and this is the version name. Okay, now to find out which mission is processing, we have the server property. Okay, it will tell you the node 1 is processing. Currently the node 1 is processing that is the owner of the resource group, cluster resource group. Okay, copy that statement. Now we are going to manual failover the SQL Server resource group to node 2. Okay, move the resource group. As you can see here, the current owner is node 2. Okay, now all the services are failed over to node 2. Now node 2 is taking care of the database request. Okay, now if you execute this query now, it will say node 2. Okay, so as you can see here, node 2 is the current owner, and the whole group in the SQL Server resource group will be processed by node 2. As you can see, these are the two clustered disks being used by the SQL Server resource group. Both are being processed by node 2, and MSDTC, it is being node 2. Even we can fail out that node 1, move this cluster to node 1. Then in that case, you will see the node 1 here. Okay, see, this is how you manually fail over the cluster. If you are applying patches, service packs 1, 2, whatever it is, then first you will apply the patch service pack on passive node. If it is active, if it is serving some nodes or some resources, then you need to fail over those to the other node, make it as a complete passive so that you can apply the service pack. But it would be good to remove them from the possible owners. It's good to remove the node from the possible owner to apply the service packs. That way you can avoid the unplanned failovers. Okay, and if you want to add some more disks, then you can go and add storage. For example, I have one disk now which is free. I can add that. So I have the cluster disk 3. I can select that, and if I say OK, that disk will be available for the SQL Server cluster. We can store partition data or some other index file group or some other file groups on this disk. Okay, if you want to remove, no problem, just right click that and remove from SQL Server group. The resource will be removed. Okay, if we remove that, then the disk will be available for any other service.